guys, welcome back to another eating show. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm only eating frozen food from Walmart for a full day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I grabbed a bunch of frozen meals and we're gonna see what's good, what's not, and if any of these could actually replace a home-cooked meal. Let's start with breakfast and see how this goes. So for breakfast this morning, what we're gonna be doing is this sausage, egg, and cheese maple McGriddle sandwich. This kind of reminds me of the McDonald's McGriddles that they sell. I haven't had this before in my life, so this is gonna be a first time try. The second thing I'm going to be trying today is the cinnamon French toast bites. Now I've had the French toast sticks, so I don't really think these will be different except they are in smaller pieces. So let's go ahead and cook both of these things up. Now for the microwave instructions for this, it says to remove from wrapper, wrap in a paper towel, and then microwave for 70 seconds or until hot. This is what it looks like coming straight out of the package. It comes in a plastic wrap that you have to open. So I'm going to put this in a paper towel and put it on a plate and cook it. And for these things, it's probably pretty much the same thing. It says place the bites in a single layer on a microwave safe plate and then microwave for about 1.5 minutes. Alright, good morning guys. So we have the breakfast here, the French toast bites, and the McGriddle sandwich. So this is what it looks like. It looks really good and I'll just say it smells ultra sweet. I cannot wait to dig into this. So I think what I'm gonna try first, so this is cooling off a bit, I'm gonna try the bites first. See, there's a glaze on there it looks like with the cinnamon and stuff like that. Okay, that's actually really good. I feel like this would be definitely amazing dipped in maple syrup or maybe some honey. I do notice that the parts of the sandwich where it has like a crust to it are a little bit harder to bite into when you chew it. Like, this is not gourmet, but it's definitely hitting the spots. I think for these little guys, flavor is there. It's not too much for me to enjoy, and I'm really liking it. So, very sweet, and I love cinnamon sugar. I love French toast. So this is getting maybe at least a 8 for me. It's kind of nice to have a bunch of goodness in one bite, but I think I do prefer the cinnamon French toast sticks a little bit more than this. Now though, let's try this griddle sandwich. Doesn't that actually look really good? And it's supposed to be pretty close and similar to the McGriddle sandwich from McDonald's, I think. So this has sausage, egg, and American cheese, and it has like 2 little pancakes around it. Immediately when I bite into this, I feel like the flavor that I taste the most is either the pancake or the sausage. Let me try another bite. And I get a bit of the American cheese too, but I'm not really getting much of the egg when I bite into the stuff. So it's mainly like composed of the sweet pancake, saucy sausage, and the American cheese. I mean, still, this is a good combo. I wouldn't say it's quite as good as the one from McDonald's because I find that the one at McDonald's, I feel like has a thicker top to it, like the McGriddle part's a bit thicker than this, I don't know. But this is close enough to it. So it's not the same thing, but I also feel like if this was drizzled with maple syrup too, this would be the way to go. So I'm probably gonna give this one, dock it down to like a 7.5. It's a good sandwich, but I have definitely had better breakfast sandwiches and it's not competing with McDonald's. If you want something that's a little bit cheaper and pretty close to it, I definitely would recommend this. If you guys want to see the prices for both of these items, I'll go ahead and put them on the screen over here so you guys can take a look. This is what they are, at least at my local Walmart. It is raining outside today, so I'm going to try to stay indoors today and get some work done. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera and I'll see you guys back for some lunch. Alright, it is now about lunchtime. So for lunch, I'm going to be making the spaghetti with meat sauce. So it's fresh made spaghetti with Italian sausage and beef and seasoned salt. And it says on the back, you can either cook it in the oven or you can cook it in the microwave. I'm gonna go with the quick wrap and cook it in the microwave. So we cut a slit in the film to vent and then cook it on high for about 4 to 5 minutes. On the side, of course, we gotta have some Texas toast. Now I don't believe I've tried this one before. I've tried the other Great Value toast before and they're pretty good, so I'm really curious to see how this one is. Alright guys, I'm now back with lunch. So you guys see, here's the spaghetti and the garlic bread actually looks really good. So I think what I'm gonna do first is try the spaghetti, and it looks okay for being like frozen pasta. Probably a little bit more than al dente because when you cook pasta, it's not usually like this, I don't think. Let's go ahead and try it anyway. Not gonna lie, I was actually kind of expecting something maybe a little bit different in the taste, but it's got a nice meat flavor, and honestly, I can taste a lot of the sausage and stuff on it, because I did have sausage and beef and stuff. And of course, like I said, it's being frozen spaghetti, it's not gonna be quite as good as the regular spaghetti and stuff that you make. It's not bad for being frozen. And I will put the cost of the spaghetti over here so you guys can see it, but I think the whole thing itself was like almost $3, so it's not one of the cheaper frozen meals that you can get. And they do sell spaghetti and fettuccine alfredo as well, and I grew up eating those a lot. I can recall that to you guys. I would say this is maybe a little bit better in quality and stuff because it's got a better flavor to it. So I think the pasta itself, I'm probably gonna give like maybe, I want to say an 8, because I like the flavor of it and stuff, but I do think maybe it could use a little bit more sauce. Let's go ahead and try out the garlic bread. So this is what it looks like. I did actually air fry this for a few minutes because I like my garlic bread pretty crunchy and soft in some spots. So let's just go ahead and try a piece off of it here and see how it is. I think my son would absolutely love this. He loves putting Parmesan and like pepper and everything on everything lately, and this is really cheesy, and I feel like it would remind him a lot of like Parmesan garlic bread or like that. I do think maybe it could use a little bit more cheese on top. Like you guys can see, the cheese is kind of like cooked into the bread a little bit. So I feel like this needs more cheese. That needs more sauce, this needs more cheese. One thing I would like to compare is maybe tasting both of these things together. So I'm gonna go ahead and put like a little bit of spaghetti right around that, and we'll see how it tastes. That's why I like eating garlic bread with pasta so much, because it really just enhances the flavor of the pasta and makes it so much better. Like, what do you guys think? So leave in the comments. Maybe it's because of the cheese. But overall, I really like this meal, and I think I'm gonna give the garlic bread probably like an 8 too. Like I said, it's just lacking more of cheese, and the other thing needs a little bit more sauce. But both of these are actually really good for being frozen products. I'm gonna pop out for now, but I'll be back with you guys for a really good dinner. We're gonna be trying out the famous chicken tenders by Great Value. It's supposed to be similar to Raising Cane's. I've been wanting to try them out for the longest time. And also we're gonna have some mac and cheese. It is currently dinner time, and for dinner tonight, we're gonna be trying out these famous chicken fingers by Great Value. I have never actually had this before, and I got them on sale recently this past week for like $6, so it was like half price. But I hear that these are pretty similar to Raising Cane's. So what you do have to do is cook them in the air fryer or the oven. We're going to go ahead and opt for the air fryer with these. For the air fryer, it says to preheat it to 350 and place 3 pieces or however many in a single layer and air fry it for about 10 minutes. And you definitely need to check to see if the temperature is 165 when it's done cooking. And on the side, we're going to be having this macaroni and cheese. Now, I haven't tried this particular mac and cheese before, but I'm curious to see how good it is. So it's freshly made pasta in a real cheddar cheese sauce. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out because I love mac and cheese. We're going to go and cook this in the microwave. So it says remove tray from carton and cut a 2-inch slit in film and place in microwave. Cook on high for 3 minutes, rotating the tray during process, and then carefully peel back the film and stir, and then cook it for another 1 to 2 minutes. Alright guys, we're now back with dinner. So we have these delicious, famous chicken tenders, and honestly, I feel like they look a lot like the ones from Raising Cane's. And also we have this creamy, delicious mac and cheese. You guys can see that right there. It looks really good too. So I'm kind of debating which one to try first. Honestly, I kind of feel like I want to try the tenders after the mac and cheese because the mac and cheese has had a little bit more time to cool off, so that's what we're gonna go and do. Ooh, okay. This is kind of reminding me of the Amy's frozen mac and cheese dinners that I've had before. I will say, very rich in flavor, as you guys always like me saying. The cheese is really there with this one. It kind of feels like the cheddar cheese and this mac and cheese is kind of a bit more on the sharp side, I'm not sure, because the flavor is more noticeable. But the noodles are definitely chewy and soft to bite into. That's what you can kind of expect with frozen pasta dishes. It's kind of like a bit more soft, just like it was with the spaghetti we had earlier. But overall, I really like the flavor of this. And I think this one was also about $3. I'll put the price on the side here so you guys can see it, at least at my Walmart. Now, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and try out these chicken tenders. Okay, these smell wonderful. This is what they look like right here. You guys can see it's actually pretty similar to Raising Cane's. I mean, let's go ahead and give it a bite and see if it is close. Okay, I'm taking another bite. This is good. Now, we have actually tried the regular chicken tenders by Great Value from Walmart before, but honestly, these kind of feel like they're a bit better in quality. Like, the breading is flaky, like, look at how just flaky it is, and it just pulls apart like that. I kind of wonder how it would be with the chicken finger sauce by Great Value. I really need to still try that. One reason I had to get this combo too is because you guys know my most popular video, right? With the mac and cheese and chicken tenders. I thought this would be a cool idea to try. And I wasn't wrong. This is actually really good quality chicken. I like how easy it is to pull apart and bite into. The breading is good. I don't feel like the breading in this chicken is really too much. I think it's kind of like a perfect balance between how much chicken there is and stuff. So honestly, this is a big thumbs up. So I think if I had to rate the chicken, I'd probably give it like, gosh, I want to say like a 9. Absolutely am loving and digging this chicken. This is probably actually my favorite type of chicken tender from Walmart now. Just look at that. This is just like so similar to Raising Cane's. And I do promise you guys, I will eat Raising Cane's as soon as they open. If they quit pushing back the opening date, now they get it for December 4th, so we'll see. So the mac and cheese and this together is an ultimate classic comfort meal. Absolutely love it, and I'm really glad that I'm ending the day with this. Especially since it's a rainy day and I don't really be able to go outside to enjoy it. This is making the day a lot better. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video of trying frozen foods for the full day. Let me know if you want to see more challenges like this, or if you want me to just try food from other stores. We have Kroger, Aldi, Target, etc. Just let me know in the comments. But in the meantime though, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to receive notifications, and I will see you guys in the next eating show video. This is Crystal signing off, and I love you guys. Bye!